All right, guys, long time no see. Haven't made a video in a while. I am so sorry. I've been burnout. I've been busy. A lot of different things have been going on. But if you stayed subscribed and you continue to check this stuff out, thank you so much. I appreciate it. So those that are new here, this is just a personal channel where I usually talk about finances and my personal finance journey, show a bunch of different portfolios that I own. So if you're into that sort of stuff and want to follow along the journey of a young 25-year-old person who's, starting off their investing career early and want to see how that goes, go ahead and follow along. There will be plenty of other content mixed in. So thanks, guys. So where have I been? It's been almost like 2 months since I've uploaded. A lot has been going on. So one, burnout. Sometimes it happens. You get burnout from social media, and I fell victim to that. Uploading videos on YouTube, the effort versus reward sometimes isn't worth it. Not saying I don't love my subscribers, but you spend a lot of time on one video and you get like one thumbs up and a comment in the span of 2 months, whereas on like Twitter or Instagram, you can upload a screenshot or something real quick in like 5 minutes, and you get like 50 different engagements. So effort versus reward has a lot to do with it. Speaking of that, you guys can always go follow my Instagram where I post portfolio updates daily usually, or you can follow along on Twitter where I ramble about personal finance and different things I'm learning throughout the day. It's basically, it's like live tweeting as soon as I learn something. Going off that, I have been reading a lot, so right now, I've actually been getting into learning about different tax laws and how taxes work, because it's not really something I knew too much about. So I've been reading into that, seeing how it affects different accounts. You got taxable brokerage accounts. You have Roth IRAs, which are tax-free. You have 401ks and traditional IRAs, which are tax-deferred and all that different stuff. And I really was just sort of reading how tax is going to play, how they're taxed differently, when the taxes are, you don't pay taxes now, you defer it till later, versus pay taxes now and it's tax-free later, and yada, yada, yada. And I gotta say, it's really complex. There's a lot to it, but it's really interesting. So, yes, I'm the guy that, when they ask, who the heck reads these retirement or these tax books for fun? Well, I recently bought 3 off Amazon, and I've really been enjoying them. So, I'm one of those people. One's Tax-Free Retirement by Patrick Kelly. Got one right here, The Retirement Miracle. I haven't started this one, by Patrick Kelly. And then The Power of Zero, which kind of explains taxes and interest. That one's by David McKnight. So a lot of different reading going on, learning a lot. See me tweeting about that all the time. What else has happened? I guess a lot of investing in the background has happened, a lot of growth. So I guess I can dig in and show you what that looks like, guys, if you want to follow me along here. So we'll start off with M1 Finance. As you know, here is the Dividend Digest portfolio. If you look here, we are almost to 15,000 in this taxable account. That is awesome. I was saying, I was going to stop funding it once I reach 15K, leave it as a easily accessible, liquid, taxable cash. That's plenty for an emergency fund or whatever, if I don't plan on, continue growing it and whatnot. But now that I'm, closing in on that 15,000, I may just decide to stop funding it at the first of the year, in 2020, maybe focus more on growing my tax-free Roth, which is hosted through Fidelity. So just some things to consider now that I'm learning more about how taxes work, where my money can grow the best and whatnot. Just different strategies I might implement, but I'm still a dividend lover, so don't think that has changed at all. If we want to look at my holdings, not much has changed, though I think from the last video I have added about 4 new holdings, so I'll point those out. Gain, if you look at that, we've almost had $500 worth of capital gains there. So still have Gain, still have Capital Southwest, 2 major REITs in this portfolio, which if I were to sell anything, I'd probably sell some of these off and maybe get into more growth and steady renowned stocks. Realty Income Corp, it's a REIT, but I really like it. I don't know why. It's just one of those, it's the monthly income or the monthly dividend company. So I'll probably never sell that. Plus, I got in at a good price, so I look like a winner, like a good stock picker when I explain that one. AT&T, a good dividend player, still in here. UTG, utilities, fund. Procter & Gamble still have Coca-Cola, Pepsi. This is a new one, Caterpillar. So I recently added this one within the last month or two. So you guys hadn't seen that one. So it's been growing nicely, over 500 in value. I do still have Iron Mountain, which I believe you guys knew about. That one's not too new. I did pick up Altria, so big tobacco, shame on me, but it's a dividend player. So I picked up that. PPL Corporation. So I don't know as much about this one. It was a suggestion from PPC Ian. It's a stock he likes to hold, pays a decent dividend. It is an electric company or a utilities company. So some more exposure there. I don't believe that UTG, although this is a utility fund, I don't believe it covers PPL. I don't know if it's a big player in there. So this gives me more exposure to it. And then I brought back Norfolk Southern Railroad Company. I sold them some months ago. I had a pretty big holding, but I don't know why. They were up a lot. I had a big gain on them, so I sold them, and I'm kicking myself. So I'm regrowing a position again because the entry price lowered back down. So hopefully I can see the same result again. But that's how the portfolio. Wow. Blah, blah, blah. That's what the portfolio is looking like in M1 Finance. Another, thing to note, if you've been paying attention, a lot of brokerages have been going zero commission, which was one of the things M1 Finance had on other brokerages. So now everybody's basically a free platform to invest in. You don't have to pay to buy shares of stocks. So right now, as much as I hate to say this, one of the only things that is really, tying me to M1 Finance is the fractional share advantage. Meaning I can buy as little into a company as I want. If Fidelity were to ever offer that in a regular taxable brokerage account, beyond their Fidelity Go accounts, which buys fractional funds, I probably will make the switch and make everything just be at Fidelity. Plus, they can also drip your dividends back into funds. So, yeah, more news on that to come if Fidelity ever goes to fractional shares in a taxable brokerage account. So be watching out for that. So let's go to my other pride and joy, my worthy financial portfolio, which, as you know, are bonds that pay 5% interest annually. That is compounded daily. So let's see where we're sitting here. Look, right now we are looking at $35.79 in earned interest so far. I have a total of 196 bonds. So those 196 bonds are earning me, they're $10 each, and they're earning me 5% interest. Again, that is compounded daily. So my total portfolio value is $1,965.79. Total invested, $1,930. And an interesting note is that actually 18 of those bonds, or $180 worth, are from referrals. You guys signing up with my link and joining the Worthy community. So this is a little bit deceiving. So let's see how much my actual money. So 190 minus 180. So actually I've invested 1,750, but the actual. So let's just see. So I'll subtract 1965.79. So I've made $215.79 off this. So that's a pretty good return, just by sharing and earning interest. So thank you guys so much for doing that. So we are growing quite nicely. Once I get to 2,000, that'll be a nice little milestone. I am putting in $20 each week into this, so buying 2 bonds a week, and then whatever other referrals fall in. So like today, 1 referral was awarded. Last but not least, I have recently taken on a part-time job. So outside of my normal full-time job, I work Friday through Sunday, 12-hour shifts, blah, 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 get my 36 to 39 hours in there. That's where I earn all my money, the expenses, where I get my medical insurance, my 401k, all the nice stuff, Love my company, but, sometimes I want a little extra cash, a little extra income, and I'm not waiting on this dividend portfolio to take off there. So if I need some extra cash, I went and I signed up for a platform called Upshift, which it's almost like a part-time non-commitment gig economy kind of deal. So it's in a lot of major cities right now. Since I'm near Columbus, it was offered to me. So basically, you sign up, you fill out a little questionnaire, see if you're eligible. If they think you fit the bill, they will sign you up for basically an onboarding, background check, all that sort of fun stuff. And from there, you're able to just take part-time shifts, basically wherever's available around you. It's no obligation. You apply to where you want to work that day or days. If they approve you, you just say, okay, I'm going to take that shift, and it's as easy as that. So let me give you an example here. I'll go to, so over here, if you look, warehouse personnel, blah, 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 blah. So this is green because it means I already committed to a shift, which I'm going to here in about an hour to go work. So basically, I liked working there. It's from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Little warehouse gig. I go and pick product, put it in a bin, and that's it. For $12.50 an hour, gives me a lot of walking, exercise. It's mindless work. I don't have to think about anything. I'm not responsible for anything, and I'm getting paid to do it. So I find a shift I like. I go in. I would click that I want to work here. I would sit for maybe a day or so, and then they would confirm it, say, hey, yeah, you're approved to work this if you want. So then I would then confirm that, hey, yep, I'm going to be there. And that's it. You just show up to the place. You can clock in through their mobile app. Also, make sure you clock in through your employer if they have that, or if it's on a paper sheet. You do the work. Once you're all done, clock out through your app, and make sure you clock out through your employer. So far, I haven't been doing it that long, but you can see all these are the shifts I've worked. So it's like $100 a night, if they keep you all night. So I've made some decent cash here. Like I said, it's nothing fancy, but it's a little extra income that I can use. And the holidays are coming up, got birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's Day right around the corner. So a little extra cash never hurt. You can maybe pad the portfolio if I don't want to keep this as spending cash. Just a lot of different options. It's a good opportunity to get your face out there, learn new tasks, new jobs, new skills. I already work in a warehouse environment as a supervisor, so I kind of already have experience in this. But I'm on the flip side of the coin now. Instead of supervising the people on the floor, I'm being supervised while I'm on the floor. So it's a nice little change of pace. Other than that, guys, that's kind of the quick little update. What's been going on in the past 2 months or so, where I've been, what's been going on. As always, if you've stayed watching, stayed subscribed, I appreciate it. Let's see if we can maybe get to 400 subscribers sometime soon. I'm not really pushing the content too much, so I'm just going to do it passively, maybe grow a community. Still love engaging with you guys. Like I said, check me on Instagram or Twitter for more engagement there, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.